Kidnap all you like, intimidate all you like, oppress all you like, but let me tell you something you don't quite understand. We are involved in a nationalist pursuit. We are pursuing the freedom of our land, and it can never stop. I want Fulani to understand this very clearly. Understand it very, very clearly. We are not going to stop. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. If you have come to our land to kill us, you are going to die there.
Ezi nwanne amaka n'ụwa ejazu nwanne na ya ewu mo ejazu nwanne na ya ya wee gwo were anyị ezi nwanne amaka anna nọ na akpapsirika ya onye nwere nwanne onye ahụ lezie nwanne anya lezie nwanne gị anya maka n'echi dị ime dale. Ezi nwanne amaka onye nwere nwanne lezie nwanne ya anya. Etu a ka m si anabata gị na gwa m okwu na Ogene TV m ka ụbọchị taa. Ama m na ikekwa imeribe n'ime ụlọ aga ama ihe m ji were egwu a malite taa, mana ọ na-anwụ na ngwọ na akwụkwọ na-abịa esi m oru okwu juru m n'ọnụ tata. Chetara na m agwa unu na anụ ji eze arị elu mara osisi na-akụ ilu. Ana m agwa unu na onye chọrọ ije ajụ ala jụọ ya ewi, maka na ọ bụ ewi tụrụ ala wee hụ ndị mmụọ. O nwere ihe ndị m ga-egosipụta n'ebe a taa. Nwanne gị bụ nwa afọ Igbo, ọ bụrụ na ị nweghị data taa, aga m asị gị gbaa mbọ gaa chọọ ebe ị ga-enweta data. Ya bụrụ na ị ga-asị m zitere gị ego ka ị were goro data, gwa m aga m ezitere gị gaa goro data. Ma ya bụrụ na ị kiriri ọnụkwa taa, tụọ ntị ala wee gere ihe a chọrọ ikwu ebe a, maka na ekwughị ekwu mara ọnụ egekwana ege gbara ntị. Ọ na-abụ onye anọghị ebe a nọ lie ozu asị ya bọba osi n'ụkwụ wee bọwa ya, mana tata unu ga-anụrụ nke ebe eziokwu. O nwere imerime ihe ndị nọ na-aga na okpuru obodo a bụ Naijiria. Ikekwa ụfọdụ n'ime ha a na-ekpuchi ya. Ọ bụ na ị ga-echeta tata onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu nọ na-aga ụlọikpe, ma ọ bụ ọ nọ n'ụlọikpe taa ka ha gaa pịtọ ọkwanye ha na-apịtọ, mana ejirozi m ike eleba anya ma ọ bụ na-etinye ọnụ anya metụrụ ebe ahụ, maka na ọ bụ na ị ga-echeta mgbe ndị ụka bịara n'ala Igbo, mgbe aha ndị ụka ya bụ ndị Katọlik anyị bịara, ọ bụ ndị mishọnarị wetara ya. Mgbe aha ọ bụrụ na na-edo ụka, mgbe aha a na-edokarị ụka, a na-ejikarị asụsụ Latin edo ụka. Edo ya mgbe aha ebe ndị bịara ụka a ga-echere onye na-edo masị bụ na amen. Otu nwaanyị be anyị jere so fada sọpịrịpịrị sọpịrị nga ya chere ya bụ na amen. Nga m chere ma ndị SAN, ma ndị barista, ma ndị jọji, ma ndị majistreti bụ ka ọ na-ekwucha ihe niile ọ na-ekwu, kpebie okwu a, hapụrụ ya onye ndu. Maka etere ụgbọ etere azụ, ọ ebe m chere unu ga-ahapụrịrị ya na ọ nweghị ihe o mere. Ọ bụrụ na ị ga-echetakwa, ọ bụrụ na iso na ndị ụka anyị, ị ga-echeta na o nwee mgbe Jesu Kristi gwara ụmụazụ ya ma ọ bụ kwuo ya sị na onye ọbụla agọlaghara ya n'elu ụwa n'ihu igwe mmadụ, ya ga-agọlaghakwa ya n'eluigwe n'ihu nna ya. Etere ụgba etere azụ, o nweghị ihe ga-eme ka mụ na gị taa gọlarị Simon Ekpa. Ị chọrọ ya ịchọghị, ọ bụ nwanne anyị. Etere ụgba etere azụ, o nweghị ihe ga-eme taa ka mụ na gị gọlarị onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu. Ị chọrọ ya ịchọghị ya, ọ bụ nwanne anyị. Ị hụrụ na ụwa nke anyị pụtagoro apụta, ma Simon Ekpa ma onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu, ọ bụ nwanne mụ na gị. Ọ bụrụ na ịlọzi ụwa ọzọ, ị nwere ike bie ebibi sị ihe dị ka ndị amanyekwala gị na nwanne, mana ị hụrụ ụwa nke a ụmụnne anyị ka ha bụ. Ọ nwere ike ebe anyị na ugbu a na-ekiri gasị mana Simon mere ihe ọjọọ, Kanu mere ihe ọjọọ. Ọ dụrọ mụ na gị n'ọnụ ikpe, ọ dụrọ mụ na gị n'ọnụ ikwubi. Ọbụla dị akwụkwọ nsọ sị thou shalt not judge, ka hapụ ịbụkwara onye a ga-ajọji ajọji. Okwu ha nọ n'ụlọ ikpe, ka ndị ụlọ ikpe kpechaa ma ha dị griti ma ha dịrọ griti. Ekpechakwa ya echi si na ha dị griti, ha ka bụ nwanne mụ na gị. Ị chọrọ ya ịchọghị ya. o nwere ihe a ga-emechi echi ugbu a gasị Simon Ekpa bụ onye ugwu ma ọ bụ onye Yoruba, ọ bụ onye Igbo. O nwere ihe a ga-emechi echi ugbu a gasị onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye ugwu ma ọ bụ onye Yoruba, ọ nwanne mụ na gị, ọ bụ onye Igbo. Nwanne onye ọ bịara agasị ya anọghị ya, mgbe ụfọdụ gị sịkwa ya nọ ya chere gị gị garacha abata. Ị hụrụ ụwa nke a, ndị a bụ ụmụnne anyị. Tata o nwere ihe m ga-egosi unu, maka o nwere mgbe ụfọdụ a na-ama atụ ife dị dịka ọ dị n'oru. Ama m na okwu a m na-ekwu ebe a taa, imeriime nwere ike iji ya wee kpọọ m asị, imeriime nwere ike iji ya wee kọtọ m, kpọọ m iyi. Mana ị na-akpọ m ihe, na-akọtọ m, na-akpọ m asị, ka jụọ onwe gị, ị bụ onye ugwu ka ị bụ onye Yoruba, ọkwa onye Igbo ka ị bụ? Ụmụnne anyị ndị a mere ihe asịsị eme na-eme dịka unu si ekwu, ọkwa ndị Igbo ka ha bụ ụmụnne anyị. Ihe m ga-egosipụta n'ebe a taa bụ maka asị atụpụ nkịta akụrụ, ga-egosi ya ọ dịka atụrụ ya mbọ. O nwere ihe dịka okwu ndị a na ha ekwugharị, asịrị ndị a na ha akwugharị, bekee sọ speculation, a na-speculate na a ga-eme extradite Simon Ekpa, a ga-akpọlata ya na Nigeria ka a bịa tụwa okwu ya John Joloko etu ya si atụga ka onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu. Tata unu ga-anụrụ n'ọnụ onye mara ihe na-aganụ. Onye unu ga-anụ olu ya taa, nwanne ịgwa gị eziokwu, ofu nwoke baya gbakọtara ego gbasịa sị onye gbakanyeziri ugbu a akwụkwọ na-atọ ya. Unu ga-esi ihe si ya n'ọnụ pụta taa, unu agwazie m ma ọ nwere ihe ọzọ ị ga-etinye ma ọ nwere nke ị ga-ewepụ. Maka na nwa amadi a na-ekwu okwu ya bụ onye ọkaikpe, nwunye ya bụ onye ọkaikpe. Ị ga-anụkwa n'ọnụ ya taa na nwa ha anaghị achọ ịpụta join ha bụrụkwa onye ọkaikpe. Ya bụ famili ndị ọkaikpe, onye ọbụla ha na ya na-emekọzi ihe bụ ọ dị griti. Mgbe ọbụla gị na ha na-emekọzi ihe, ha ga na-epute ya to you, hearing into and hearing without. Unu ga-anụrụ ya n'ọnụ nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Maxwell a. Ma ihe banyere onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu, o metụrụ ya aka, ma agwakwa ya na ya agaghị ekwute ya aka maka na okwu ahụ nọ n'ụlọ ikpe. Ihe banyere Simon Ekpa na extradition a chọrọ ime, ma ọ bụ anọ na-ebugharịrị ụmụ na a ga-eme extradite, Finland ga-akpọlata ya. Unu ga-anụrụ n'ọnụ ya taa ma ọ bụ eziokwu ma ọ bụ asị. Ihe a ga-eme ka enwe ike kpọlata ya, ọ bụ na a ga-akpọlata ya. Ihe a na-agaghị eme ka ọ bụ enwe ike hapụ ịkpọlata, ọ bụ na agaghị akpọlata ya. Ị chọrọ ịnụ taa ma na-eme extradite, gee program a. Ị chọrọ ịnụ taa ma agaghị eme extradite, gee program a. M na-agwa ụnụ na onye ji ehi adịghị mma ịgba ehi akụ. Ọ naghị adị mma na nwanza nwunye ya maka na otu ya pere mpe. Ụfọdụ ndị mmadụ chere na etu ọ dị ebe a ka ọ dị ebe ọzọ. O nwere ndị nwere ihe ha eji wee hiwe isi. O nwere ndị nwere rule of law. Ọ bụrụ Nigeria, ịhụrụ obodo nke a bụ Nigeria, hapụga ihe metụtara law. Ọ dị mma, ihe a m ga-egosipụta gị ebe a taa, gị kirichaa ya, ga-esia ihe si n'ọnụ Maxwell wee pụta, gị amara n'eziokwu eziokwu na nwa amadi a ma ji ga n'ubi na nke ga n'ọba. Unu ga-ekirikwa otu ada Igbo dịkwa ka o si metụta okwu aka na ihe banyere ụmụnne anyị ndị nke na-abịa bụ ụfọdụ ha sị abụghị m onye Igbo, abụghị m onye Igbo. M jikwara were egwu ahụ wee malite taa. Etere ụgba etere azụ, ndị a bụ ụmụnne anyị. Igbo bụ Igbo, ma ebe onye Delta ma ebe onye Rivers. Onye ọbụla na-asị ya abụghị onye Igbo, ma abịa n'aha gị gaa na-aza aha Igbo, gị sụọ asụsụ ga-asụ Igbo. Onye Delta bịa ọsị gị nwa onye Igbo, nwa onye Igbo, nwa onye Igbo were asụ ugwu ka ọ asụ ndị Yoruba. Nwa onye Igbo, nwa onye Igbo ka ị kpọga m, masị m na ewu onye Igbo. Unu ga-anụrụ ọnụ nwanne anyị nwaanyị a taa, ma Delta ọ bụ Igbo ma ọ bụghị Igbo. Unu kirichazie mechi ya azụ bịa jụọ unu ma onwe ihe unu siri okwu ahụ wee mụta. Ka ị na-ekiri, gaa na comment section, ihe ọbụla ị chọrọ ikwu kwuo ya ebe ahụ, ihe ọbụla ị chọrọ ịkpọ m kpọọ m ya ebe ahụ. Ọ dị mma, echefula na agwara m ụnụ na mgbe niile m nọ na-agwa ụnụ na anyị nọ lokeshọn na-eme fimin na ugbu a anyị esighị ego ya bụ nni. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ị na-ekiri Igbo film, ya bụ nke ejiri asụsụ Igbo wee mee, gaba na Igbo Nolly TV. Igbo Nolly TV, gị gaba a, ị ga na-ekiri echiche ndị ejiri Igbo wee mee. Gachi na-ekiri nke ejiri asụsụ Bekee wee mee, gaba na Gaddafi Nolly TV. Gaddafi Nolly TV, gị gaba a, ga-ekiri ndị ejiri asụsụ Igbo ma ọ bụ asụsụ Bekee wee mee. Ị hụrụ chanel abụọ a, nke ọ bụla ị gara na ya kirie, ma ọ bụ nke Igbo ma ọ bụ nke Bekee, kirichaa ya ma ọchụ. Ụbọchị ọzọ mkpu okwu si na ọ bụ asị, o nweghị ha na-abụ nke ị ga-aga kirie ejije n'ime ya pụta, ị na-aga eme ka kọmentị welere m aka elu, mana aka Chukwu dị ya. Ọ dị mma ka m gosipụta ụnụ emeribe ihe ndị m chọrọ igosipụta ụnụ ebe a taa na oge gwa m okwu na Ogene TV m. Ụnụ aṅụ na ngwọ na ngwọ na-abịa.
Mommy. Are you leaving?
Yes, sir.
Oh, please connect me to work.
No. Besides, your daddy is here to take care of me. I can't stay with daddy. Why?
I'm noticing something about you that I miss.
What could that be?
Most of the time, I see her, she feels so sad. She's not happy.
If you like, you guys be talking now. I'll just kill your mother and your brother.
Mercy.
What are you doing here? Am I forbidden to come into your...
Honey, I don't know what is wrong with Mercy these days.
This kind of question you're asking, I don't understand.
I gave birth to Mercy. I know her more than she knows herself.
Why it says in your eyes?
I'm feeling really desperate.
Now listen, you this small act. Don't try to be smart. Please, don't, please, I beg you. You're supposed to be a child. Please, I beg you, don't listen. Please, stop. Please.
Mercy, your daddy's at home. He'll take care of you. No, I want to follow you.
You can stay with me till your mother's return.
Okay, thank you.
Ọrịa oyiri dibịa ọgwụgwọ, ọrịa oyiri dibịa ọgwụgwọ.
Now wetin be the name of that sickness we don introduce you to plenty doctors, still yet no result. Jiximore, e go treat am one hand. Na before dem talk say some sickness na obrina georgia, but now obrina Jiximore, whether na cancer o, fibroid o, stroke o, or you be man, your King James no dey respond well. No worry yourself. Make you use Jiximore natural product because e no dey fear any sickness at all. No let that yeye sickness send you to early grave. My brother, no grief any sickness o. No allow anybody deceive you. If no be Jiximore natural product, no drink am at all.
Ọrịa oyiri dibịa ọgwụgwọ.
Jiximore, e dey work, we dey see am.
Onye Igbo ka mụ nwa bụ. Amara maka gị nwa. Delta bụ Igbo. Anyị niile bụ ofu because onye Delta sụọ asụsụ, onye Ọnịcha ga-anụ, onye Anambra ga-anụ, onye Imo steeti ga-anụ, onye Abia ga-anụ, onye Enugu ga-anụ. Na mmiri ikewa eminiro na ya bụrụ ndị Igbo. Onye Igbo ka anyị bụ. Afa nna m bụ Okonkwo. Afa mụ nwa nọ n'ebe bụ onye Buchi Ibe. Onwe ka o si wee zaa afa ndị Yoruba ka ọ bụ afa ndị Hausa. Ọkụ Igbo. So na abụ m onye Igbo. Obodo ije n'ifuru onye Igbo, ịdị gbaba ọsọ. Igbo bụ Igbo anytime. Anụ ndị mmadụ na-atụ egwu anyị because na anyị bụ ike. Ego anyị na-akpata. Nwa anyị na-amụta. Ọrụ aka anyị nọ n'ime ya. We are strong people. Kama na ịbịa hapụzi ife chi nyere anyị. Ụfọdụ asị na fa bụrụ ndị Igbo. Ezi ka o si wee bụ onye ebe ka ị bụ. Ajụba ndị mmadụ kịta ị na-aza Okeke isi m n'ịbụrụ onye Igbo. Ị na-aza Okafọ isi n'ịbụrụ onye Igbo. Ị na-aza Mgboye isi n'ịbụrụ onye Igbo. Onye ọcha ọ na-aza Mgboye. Onye ugwu Awụsa ọ na-aza Mgboye. Onye Yoruba na-aza Okeke. Ife a ka anyị ga-eme. Mama pụtara na Facebook bụ kịta. Anyị ga-eme isi ya.
Finland, someone ever. You people are jokers in this country. What do you think you take Finland for? They're watching what is happening in Nigeria. They are watching. The Kenyan people that brought Nnamdi Kanu, allowed Nnamdi Kanu to be kidnapped. Do you think that they are finding it funny? They are not finding it funny. I've been in Kenya, they're following the matter. It's not easy as you are seeing it. Because one, it has also affected their own country. It shows that nobody will enter your country and be safe. The due process must be followed. Don't you know when they arrested Igboho at the Benin Republic? Malami quickly sent the jet as he sent in that of Nnamdi Kanu. What did the Benin Republic do? Say no, they're not extraditing anybody. They kept him there because there is absence of rule of law in Nigeria. There is absence of fundamental rights here. Well, I may not go into that particular issue on the following reasons. One, I'm a member of the legal team. I'm not only a member of the legal team, I'm the oldest lawyer in this Nnamdi legal team. All the people that I started handling this matter since 2014-15, they've all left. All the new lawyers there now, they met me there.
Why did they leave?
It's a choice. Either you live on your own or Nnamdi may say, please excuse yourself, you're not giving me what I want. So I don't want to go into that. Now, secondly, the trial is ongoing. And in our ethics, once the matter is in court, we don't speak about it. But I must say, I doubt whether there is any part of Europe that I have not stepped in my leg. And not only stepping in my leg, I have interacted with most of them. I'm a member of International Bar Association Human Rights Committee. We travel almost every 2 months. And then when you see what is happening in other nations and compare with what is happening in your own, you feel ashamed. Finidi, last year November, we went to Mexico for IBA conference. And we were discussing about Human Rights Committee in my own section. So when you want to speak, you take mic, you introduce yourself. And fortunately for me, I was happy. The Fabemi SAN, the Attorney General, was there. The then MDA President, Ekpa, was there. I think Tamboa also was there. I have about some judges were there. Many judges, many SAN, they were there. So when I took on the mic and introduced myself, which country I mentioned Nigeria, you see reaction. You see how people are making jest of us. So I felt somehow as a Nigerian. I said, okay, I have to control myself. I asked my question. And I used that opportunity to ask IBA. IBA should help Nigerians. Can't we, as a body of lawyers in the whole world, formulate a policy, go to UN, go to everywhere? If you are in your own country, there is absolute absence of medical, health, education, amenities, absence of human rights. You will be restricted from traveling out of your country. Or better still, all these countries, the Europe, the UK, the US, will stop giving you visa, especially medical tourism. Can't we do it in that way? I was bold enough to mention the immediate past president and the current president, President Tinubu. I used them as a case study. I say, I can't see the reason why.
Do you mean about their medical leave?
Yes, because if you're a president, and you are doing well, and you have a functional healthcare, as you let them to understand. If you are sick, you should. Have you seen Trump going outside America, coming to Nigeria to take medical treatment? No, but you go to France. So I presented it. Now, back to what we are talking about, so that I don't defeat. Human rights is one of the things that will project you. Let me just give Simon Ekpa as an instance. I went to Finland by March last year. I finished my program in Paris. I went to Finland. I went to understand their own judicial system. And I was made to understand that Finland is the only country in Europe that doesn't have bilateral agreements with any other country. What am I trying to say? So when they say that Finland are going to extradite Nnamdi, I look at them and laugh.
But Finland is part of EU, and I presume when you're part of a body, you're subject to some of the laws and regulations around that body.
That will not stop you from being a sovereign state. You are still a sovereign state. You know what is good for you. So in the course of my research during my PhD, I discovered that extradition is a very serious law. And one of the things they consider, you are a number one Boko Haram known in Nigeria. You have destroyed life. You have destroyed property. Now you have run into a particular country. Let me just use Kenya as an instance. And you are caught there as a fugitive. The extradition law said Kenya people will now apply the country, assuming that we're in Nigeria, you apply to Kenya, telling them that this particular person, Mr. A, is a terrorist. We are looking for him. They will arrest the fugitive. And they took the fugitive, I take the fugitive to their own court, that with jurisdiction. Example, if it's Nigeria Federal High Court. Now you attach the investigation report in that application. You attach the charge you have preferred for the person. You attach everything, evidence.
But if that is the scenario,
I'm coming.
I'm just thinking of Interpol also being involved.
I am coming. Yes. So they're working together, because remember that it's Interpol that will still come and pick the person.
Mm-hmm.
So when you now attach all these documents, the law said, extradition law said, upon seeing all these things with your evidence, they will now approach court. The court will now ask the person, fair hearing, this, you committed this offense. Tell us the reason why we should not take you to your country, or to the country in question, for you to go and face a trial. After hearing from you, the next step is, one, to check that country whether there is human rights there. I thank God that you brought in this issue, and I believe that our leaders will hear it. They will check the level of human rights there. If you are the country that observe human rights, that one is one. They will not check whether your life will be protected there. After checking that your life will be protected, they will not check whether you have justice there. The person is, you said you want to extradite him to the country. That is the issue. We are talking about, I want to link it up to tell you the reason why human rights, because we are talking about human rights. I'm just giving you implications why you should ensure that you observe human rights in your country. I wish that I have time, so that it's good that when this kind of program, especially human rights, you let people understand. I'm still at the international level. I've not come to the domestic level. Why I'm talking about this international level is that it's the one that affects I and you. It's not enough for you to go and convince somebody to come, a foreign investor, to come and invest in your country. There are some things that they will check, especially human rights. So after all these things, the law said, having checked this thing, if they discover that there is no human right in your country, that country will not check whether they have the same law with that country, especially Kenya, using Kenya and Nigeria, whether that terrorism offense which you have sent, that there is evidence, whether Kenya can try it. So if Kenya can try it, the law said try him in Kenya. Do you know that if we go out here and go forbid, we saw armed robbers killing people live. The judge saw the armed robbers kill the person with the AK-47. The Attorney General saw it. The Nigerian Bar Association saw it. Everybody witnessed it. Evidence are there. The law said the procedure must be followed. You must get him arrested. That's what we are talking about, law. You must get him arrested. Not only getting him arrested, you must subject him to investigation. Police will investigate him. He will write a statement. After writing a statement, he will bring his own lawyer to give him fair hearing. After giving him fair hearing, you arraign him in that court. Remember that the judge, when he was going to work, witness everything.
Yes.
The judge will allow prosecution to prove his case. Femidi, do you know that when you go to court and the man said, guilty or not guilty, I'm guilty, convict me. The law said, judge, you cannot convict. Prosecution, prove your case. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying.
I do follow you.
The law will say, prosecution, prove your case. And if you charge him for armed robbery and murder, and there is 4 elements for you to prove murder, there's 4 elements for you to prove armed robbery. If you prove 3.5, if you do not prove the other half, you'll be set free. Remember that has accepted, though. They are pleaded guilty. Court will say, prove your case. And where he failed to prove all those elements, court will change that he's guilty to no guilty.
So despite the fact that the person on trial says, I am guilty,
you prove it.
The prosecution has to prove it.
You must prove it.
And if they can't prove it completely, the judge will rule against it.
Convert that he's guilty to non-guilty and discharge him. Do you know why I'm giving you this instance?
Yes.
Do you know why I don't want to bring Nnamdi Kanu's own? Because it's on trial. But I'm giving you a scenario that is related to that. People want someone to come down here and face his trial. That's what people, that's majority. That is the question. Now, tell me the reason why Finland refused. The woman who was the ambassador of Finland that time, when they met him, he said Nigeria should do their own. Nigeria should, nobody is happy. I'm living in Nigeria here as an ambassador of a Finnish government to this place. But Nigeria should do their own. What is their own? The first time they took Nnamdi to court in their own, Nnamdi brought only 2 judgments. Look at the 2 judgments. Court ordered that Simon Ekpa brought the 2 judgments, only 2 judgments. Show the court. Look at the 2 judgments given by the court in Nigeria, asking that they should release Nnamdi, they refuse. So, these are the countries that are civilized, and that is what is making me to be.
For the purpose of understanding how things are so far, last week it was about the fact that, he said certain words during the broadcast. And I just want to talk about the broadcast because now the broadcast is being brought into court. But let's talk about the broadcast, which is the Radio Biafra and all those kind of conversations that were held. And I'm taking, because it's a case, federal government versus Nnamdi Kanu. But I'm just thinking about Nigerians. Now, Nnamdi Kanu's perspective on Nigerians, Nnamdi's perspective on the concept of the Southeast Bloc pretty much standing in its own, and his method of administering what some of his followers should do. And this is completely out of the court case because it's a federal government versus that. So we're treating about Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerians, and his method of saying do this, do that.
We are still talking about something. This is our own country. My friend, I think I left by here last night. I left here around after 11. In this hotel here. My friend came in from Canada and he's traveling tomorrow. He said that I must come today. And that night, I said today I won't have. He said I should come. He said I should come to Canada. I said I will be in Canada. We are having IBA in Toronto. I will be there. But I won't stay more than 2 weeks. The point I'm trying to make is that when I'm traveling outside, my body will be telling me that Master, don't belong here. Their weather, their food, their language will be. My body will tell me, especially those of us that are born and brought up in the village. So this is our country. And when you see most of us fighting like this, want to get here right, I can't leave another place. I don't know how to manage. What we are talking about is that, Femidi, when you have a good case and they channel it from a very wrong angle, Femidi will lose it. Femidi, that is your handset there. If I collect that your handset now and running and they're pursuing me, you use something and hit me, I fall. And something happened to me. Nobody will talk about this handset again.
But typically.
You know what I'm saying? Don't channel your case from a very wrong angle.
So are you saying...
Don't put yourself in a situation whereby you will not be trusted. And the Carlo, the evidence are there. He made his comment. Where did they establish ESN? The SSS tendered their evidence, including the question. They're asking about this question. You made this statement. And fortunately, all these statements he made, anyone he made, he told you the reason. Anyone he made, tell you the reason. Anyway, I'm saying, so
in which he said yes, for example, to a few of them.
Of course, when you said, if you see any police officer, kill. Police officers are established to protect life and property. Police stations are established to protect life and property. Any police officer you see that is using the gun government give him to kill innocent citizens, don't allow them to kill you first. Collect it and kill them first. Any police station you see that they are there killing innocent persons, burn it down.
That means he's made himself a judge on what should apply.
We are still talking about the same thing. Now, the question there is that, what is their intention of saying that? The question, has there been extrajudicial killing that made you to say such a thing? The question there is that, when you see any army that is trying to kill you, was there anything? Is there Operation Python Dance? Was there people, about 38 persons, killed for no just for something made somebody to say something? You establish ESN. What's the meaning of ESN? Eastern Security Network. And their agenda, their mode, their whatever thing, the intention of establishing them, you explain it. It is not the Biafran army, as most of you explain. This is something the Southeast governor is supposed to establish, as Akero Dolo has done in the Ondo. Since they are not doing it, we cannot fold our hands saying that we are looking for Biafra, and the people that we say that we are fighting for are dying. We have to establish it, and we are taking the law, we are taking a bill to the various state house of assembly, believing that they will enact it. But their own is to go to the bush And then also one, people were killed, raped, women cannot go to farm, sit at home. It's a voluntary decision. As I speak to you, on Monday, some people go to market, some people don't go.
So when you do say it's voluntary, for those who are scared and for those who did not do what they wanted to do.
That's what I'm saying. Now, you see, when you believe in a cause, there are some people who are members of IPOB, disciples of Nnamdi Kanu, that believe that what he's doing is good and we need their support. And now, Nnamdi Kanu, just like as a person, cannot be everywhere. He lives in London. And he said, now that they have killed, somebody issued press this the 30th of May, they are going to observe sit at home for those who died during the war and the cause of struggle. Now, and you see that this thing is for and against. Some people may not belong to believe in what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. That does not mean that they don't have supporters. But for me, what I'm trying to say is that a good government, Femide, I don't know whether you have thought about this thing, that a non-state actor will give order. By omission or commission, people will obey. And you give counter order, nobody will obey. I don't know whether you're getting one.
Oh, yes, that's continued to be on top of my mind.
Yes.
That means it's quite influential, if I would say, the non-state.
Inflation is failure of leadership.
But some would also say it's a call to break law and order.
No, sir.
Why not?
It is a failure in the leadership. Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu just came, and an average Igbo man felt that he has lost. Nobody is speaking for us. As Nnamdi Kanu came, an Igbo man now
Embraced him.
This one that is talking for us, let us support him. That is just it. My father used to, when he was alive, he said, we put evening mass because morning mass was not complete. If everybody come in that morning mass and we do so, there should be no reason for evening mass. And when you call yourself a governor, you say that when they release Nnamdi Kanu, you will have inflation. Ejife, when he was alive, they asked him in television, who is the leader of the Igbos? He said, Nnamdi Kanu for now is the leader of the Igbos. I'm not here to lie. They asked him why. He said that from Ikulobi, former governor of Anambra State. If I come at Ikulobi, you will not see 10% that will follow me. If I leave Ikulobi and go to Afadibegu, Nnamdi Kanu's matter, you will not see up to 10% that will follow me. But if Nnamdi Kanu leave Afadibegu and come to Ikulobi will shut down. Who is a leader? Who is a leader? So the point I'm making is that when you are saying that somebody is issuing an order from prison, from Finland, from London, and people are following, it's a complete failure. To an extent that police will tell you if you are coming out, yeah, they say, didn't you know that today is sit at home? A police officer, compliant, banks, schools,
and it could be out of fear.
That is what I'm saying, which means you are incapable.
So that means they fear the leadership of whoever is speaking. That's what that implies.
Which means that is not state actor now. That's not state actor.
Yes, they fear him enough to know that he could harm them.
Which means the non-state actor you have subjected to the government of that non-state actor. So one of the ingredients of rape is upon penetration. Then ingredients of terrorism is there in the law. You know what constitutes terrorism. I'm in my house. I made a call. Everybody in Owerena should go out and destroy government house, kill everybody, and people move. You say that I've committed terrorism. No, I don't want to go into that because terrorism has its own. Then too, when that person who made that comment is being arrested, the thing there is that what is the intention of making that statement? What even gave those people adults, right to go and carry out that act? There is an adage in my place. Somebody whose father sent to go and steal normally use leg to break the door. You made such a statement and the people obey. Who are you? What is that you are doing that I'm not doing? I was the person that have the authority. You are not state actor. Nobody elected you as the governor of Abia State and governor of Abia State. You are not the president of Ohanes in Igbo. Where are you operating? A freedom fighter from nowhere. People are believing you. The government should have buried their head in shame and look at the issue. I wrote a memo. I told Buhari, do I know that government, they don't read papers, they don't read memo. I say, if you want to know the person that will help you in the status, is Nnamdi Kanu. Work with him. Forget about all this people. Forget about the red cap. Red cap is not 1,000 naira. I mean, they are selling 2,000 naira to the market. It doesn't move. There are something that somebody will look at you and say, you are not my father, look at my father. You are a biological child. You say, I will disown you. You say, you are disowning me that have already disfathered you. We have some comedian. You can use it to make, I will disown you, yes, I will disfather you. So, there is something that you are doing. What you should do is that you should go back to your house. Every day, 24 hours, your children are in your neighbor's room. Your children are in your neighbor's house. You have not asked yourself, what is that you are not doing well? That is the failure of leadership. Okay. Have you asked yourself, as we speak now, Attorney General said, hey, you fled on news the other day. People are calling me say, Finland, someone ever. You people are jokers in this country. What do you think we take Finland for? They are watching what is happening in Nigeria. They are watching. The Kenyan people that brought Nnamdi Kanu, allowing Nnamdi Kanu to be kidnapped. Do you think that they are finding it funny? They are not finding it funny. I've been in Kenya, we are following the matter. It's not easy as they are seeing it, because one, it has also affected their own country. It shows that nobody will enter your country and be safe. The due process must be followed. Don't you know when they arrested Igboho at the Benin Republic? Malami quickly sent the jet as he sent the that of Nnamdi Kanu. What did the Benin Republic do? Say no, they're not extraditing anybody. They kept him there because there is absence of rule of law in Nigeria. There is absence of fundamental rights here. There is
complete absence or just not practicing.
Anyway, when something is 80% is A. If you made an A in a subject, you are a guru in that subject.
And a tenant to be asking landlord what he's doing in his own house.
Hey. Who is tenant and who is landlord?
Hey, Agnes, even if you are blind, can't you see that I'm the landlord here?
Landlord, see, you're going mad. Hey. I think that madness that you have has not left you.
Agnes, you're insulting me.
Yes, I'm insulting you. What
Manapwara. Hey, Agnes.
Me and you, who looks like
Agnes, I can see you have finished your drug. You need some cheap drugs. You are insulting me.
Just look at me. Look at yourself. Me and you who need drugs. Listen, you need medical attention because you are mad. Who me and you who need
Agnes, you are insulting me in my own house.
Which house?
Oh, this is collaboration, Ekpa. It's all right.
If rock all day. Nonsense. Excuse me.
Onye mana nwatakịrị na-akpọ nene o nwere eji ụwa
Onye na-azọ the injin ọsọ
iwe onye ke iwe ihe ga-ekewa
Nene hero ga-arụ ọzọ kwe
mụnwa aga m anụ nwunye gị otu mụ na nwanne gị nwaanyị mma na ọ gaghị alụ di ga-esi wee biri n'ụlọ
ama m ga-esi agwa gị ya sa aga ma alụ gị ma emechaa mana ebe o chizi otu a pụta gị n'ọnụ ya dịziere m izi iwe oge hụ Tonda gbagbuo okwe gị.
M ga-alụ di. I was surprised people na ọ ga-eme na gịnị vam n'anya.
At the age of 30, na-emebeghị were enough surprise.
Ọ megwa vam n'anya.
Nwaanyị a yifuru gị akpa mama gị ya hapụ ọrụ ya si ya chere gị n'isi arụzi gị ya n'ara. Yes. Onye gịnị?
Wefa aka na konga. Ịwụta ịta iwe gbagha nọmba 10 mgbe dị na ihe problem. Masa ahụ gị na ya ka nwere daga nna gị aje ihe a na.
Nwoke m onye ka ibu gịnị ka ị chọga ebe a?
Ahụ m ọgụ gị.
Isi ya nwa ya alụbeghị enwere m ọgụ nwoke na m na-agwa gị.
Ịkpọrọ m na m ga-alụ nwa gị nwaanyị bebe kwere. Ka alụkwakwa gị ọgwụgwọ mmanya si n'iko ọgbụgba ndụ m enweghị ihe ị ga-eme mana emezila ihe ị na-eme ọnwụ ya ga-eme.
Ọ gịnị?
Nsogbu ahụ ka ị ga-ahụ. Nsogbu ahụ ka ị ga-ahụ. Ọ na-emeso ka
onwe ihe ị ga-eme abụrụ nwa bụ igolo igolo na-agba egbe ya na-ata nri.
Nwanne m nwoke nwanne m nwaanyị ka ị kirichara ihe ndị ugbu a nụrụ n'ọnụ nwanne nwoke bụ Maxwell. Ị ga-asị ugbu a na onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu abụrụ nwanne gị ma ọ bụ nwanne anyị? Ị ga-asị Simon Ekpa abụrụ nwanne anyị? Ị ga-asị gide ndị abụọ na ha mere ihe ọjọọ ma ụlọ ikpe kpebibe? Ndị na-asị extradition ọkwụ na anụ na ya. Ee, onye hulatara ala na-enyo ike onye ọzọ ọma na ndị nọkwa n'azụ nọ na-enyo nke ya. Ọ dị mma, ụnụ fụrụ osisi n'aka Jiksimo ọgwọ n'ọrịa miracle in a bottle. Ekele dịrị ndị niile na-akpọ n'ekwentị na-ekwupụta nkwupụta ọma nyere ọgwụ a. Ụmụnna ndị n'obodo oyibo, ana m ewedoro n'aka elu. Ihe m ji na-ewere n'aka elu bụ na imerime n'ime unu bụrụ ụzọ gụrụ ya were lebara ọgwụ n'anya nụrụzie ebe ahụ na-ezi ozi ka a na-ewegara ya ndị nke ụnụ nọ n'ime obodo n'ala Igbo ka ha ji na-elekọta onwe ha anya dịka m gwara ụnụ na ọ ka mma etu a karịa mgbe onye ahụ arịawara nwa ga-echọwa ego eji emebere ya. Were Jiksimo ezigara ya onye ahụ ka ọ were gwụọ onwe ya, ya dị ndụ ya na-ele onwe ya anya. Nkịrịka ndụ ka nkịrịka ọgwụ mma. Onwe ị chọrọ ịma banyere Jiksimo ọgwọ n'ọrịa ma ọ bụ ịchọ ka mụ na gị kpaa ụdị ọrịa ọbụla ị chọrọ ịma ma a ga-ejinwu ọgwụ a wee lebe ya anya, lekwa akara ekwentị nọ n'ihu ekwentị gị, zibatara m ozi ebe ahụ. O nwere ebe anyị ga-ekwuro na ya kpọọ n'ekwentị wee karịa. Etu a ka m ga-esi wee dobere ya na gwa m okwu nke ụbọchị taa. Nwanza gbala ụbara ka eko ya ha. Ana m asịzi ụlọ ụbọchị a ga-akpụ isi ga-akpụ afọ ọnụ. Ka emesịa.